Hey YouTube, Kira Qualia here, bringing you guys my updated Cardfight Vanguard Chronojet Gear Chronicle deck profile for June 2017. This is the latest version of my deck profile with the updated support from Fighters Collection 2017, including the new GB8 and the new G Guardian and Heal units. So it's pretty much the Time Leap variant of Chronojet Dragon, which in my opinion is probably the most powerful Gear Chronicle deck we have out there so far. And I'm very excited for the Time Zodiac Beast and support that's coming out in set 11. Be sure to power up the Demiurge deck as well. But let's go ahead and jump right into this deck. I run one Interdimensional Dragon, Beyond Order Dragon. This is the Generation Break 8 unit for the deck. You need face-up units that equal to 8 in your G-Zone. And its effect is basically a Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. You bind the 8 cards off the top of your deck, and he gets the effect after he attacks. You can restand this unit, and you basically redo your main phase. You don't restand your rear guard, so you have to remember that part. But you get a whole new main phase, so if you have the cards in your hand, you can call new units and basically take another turn to attack, which is really powerful, and it's very easy to get off just because Gear Chronicle probably has the fastest way to flip units up in your G-Zone thanks to Gear Groovy. Speaking of which, I run 2 Gear Groovy, very powerful, just has the power to copy G units that are face up in your G-Zone, as long as they are Gear Dragons. Other than that, you can't go wrong because you can copy Ragnarok, Chronojet, whatever comes up for that situation. And 3, Chrono Dragon Next Stage. I think I said Chronojet earlier, but I meant to say Next Stage. 3 of this, just for the fact that you want 2 for its own effect, and then after you use those 2, you'll have the 1 for the cost for the Gear Groovy. Most of the time I do go into Next Stage first before Gear Groovy, so the consistency of having 4 never comes up into play. And 1 Metal Pulsar Huan Long. When I don't go into Ragnarok, this card is just my next backup for an effect to copy, because I can have plenty of cards face up in my G-Zone to copy, so Huan Long is the one to go to. 2 Ragnarok. I don't normally go into this solo. It's most of the time I just flip it up with the Soul Blast effect for Gear Groovy, copy the effect, and then use the other one for the cost. And then 1 Metallica Phoenix, and I usually flip up Chronos Command with this. If you have the Warp Drive and you want to switch it to 2 of those, that's just as fine as well. It has the spin power and the time leap power that both of these could possibly provide for you. And then for G Guardians, I run 2 Intertwine Heterohound Dragon. Interdimensional Dragon Heterohound, I don't know where I got intertwined from. It's a Soul Blast 1. You put one of your opponent's rear guards on the bottom of their deck, and then they call the top card of their deck after they shuffle. So you could possibly get rid of a pesky unit that, you know, got trigger powers. You just got to take the risk that they might call something better. But like I said, it's a gamble with this card because it can take care of powerful units that got boosted up. And 1 Uluru just for recycling units back into the deck. 1 Rafana for putting units back for plus 10,000 power, and then calling grade 0 cards. You can call Heart Thumps, the stand triggers for necessary effects, whatever you need. And 1 Time Maiden of Eternity Uluru. This is the Counterblast 1, choose a face down G Guardian, turn face up, and then this unit gets plus 5 shield for each face up unit in your G Zone. Just another awesome way to speed up the GB8 effect as well, but also a really good shield effect late game. That is it for the G-Zone. We'll move on to the main deck. I run 4 Chronojet Dragon G. Your main grade 3 that you want to go into, it has the Time Leap effect when you stride a Gear Dragon or a Zodiac Time Beast over this card. So you can call a unit from your hand, then Time Leap it, or call and then Time Leap another unit. Just varies depending on what you want to do, but it's a free, no counterblast required, and then it gets plus 5,000 for every 2 face-up cards in your G-Zone, so plus 5,000 there, and then all your Zodiac Time Beasts get plus 1,000. So really good grade 3 that you want to go off of. And then my backup is 4 Chronojet Dragon. I have been thinking of bumping him down to 3. If I do that, I'll probably move Steam Breath up to 4 or bump up my grade 2 count. It depends if I do want to shift this down just to see how that consistency plays out. And then for grade 2s, I run 4 History Maker, a very important card in the deck. It just helps with so much time leap consistency, especially when you use Malem with it. Calling a grade 0, using History Maker to call back Malem after you time leap the unit you call. If you call Water and Time Leap it, you can make use of it. It's just the combo play to go for, and this card helps with so many multiple attack plays as well. And 2 Warp Drive, it's just a power plus play and another Time Leap effect when you place it on rear guard, Time Leap being a grade 2. And 2 Calibum. This early game can get rid of your opponent's starters, which I also like since it's not a generation break effect. The 8K is not too much of a problem either, and you can even Time Leap into it if necessary, which is why Time Leap is just so broken, where you can just, search it and go off there. And 3 Upstream Dragon. I'm probably considering bumping this down to 1 and replacing it with either 2 or 3 Chronospin Serpents, just so I have a good ride target, 10K, and then Chronospin Serpent's also good for the fact that you can power it up with Chronojet G when it attacks. If you put it as a rear guard, it can gain power. But having this at 1, also just because you can Time Leap it, then attack with it, put it back into the deck, call it again with another Time Leap if necessary, and like I said, take out one of the grade 3 Chronojets, and 2 of this if you wanted to run 3 Chronospin Serpents. And then for grade 1s, I run 4 Steam Maiden Arlim, just my perfect card choice, just because this deck is Counterblast heavy, so with this card, you'll be able to countercharge damage quickly, make full use of this. 3 Steam Maiden Arlim, just for the attack plays. Like I said, you can attack with this and then call Water or Heart Thump, whatever the situation calls for. If you call Water, you can then Time Leap the Water with History Maker, and then call another Malem back, attack again, do the same play over again. Very crazy plays made with her. And then 3 Steam Breath. Like I said, 3 is good just for the fact that I run more grade 3s, but if you wanted to bump this up to 4 and drop the Chronojet down to 3, you can do that as well, just to keep the stride power the same, but still having just a grade 1 for more of that consistency. And I also run 2 Steam Maiden Meshkia. This is the card that I usually call with the Time Leap of a grade 0, just for the fact that you can rest it, give something +4, and then draw a card. You can even, if you Time Leap, and if you attack with History Maker, Time Leap into her, call it by bouncing a grade 0, rest her, you can give the +4 to History Maker, and if it's not being boosted, it'll attack for 13, and most of the time be able to hit an opponent's Vanguard. And I also run 1 Takeaway Dragon and 1 Steam Scar GG's for the Soul Blast to draw, since Soul is very easy to get in this deck with the Heart Thumps and the other triggers as well. And Tick Away, just having this on the field means you won't deck out, because every time you Time Leap, you'll put a card from your drop zone back to the bottom of the deck, so very broken and searchable as well with cards like Upstream. And for grade 0s, your starter is Chrono Drawn. Pretty standard here. It searches for the grade 3 after you Time Leap it, calling the 1, putting into the Soul, grabbing the 3. Can't go wrong with that starter. 4 Heart Thumps staple. It's the +5 draw for Chronojet when he attacks, putting him into the Soul from the field. Like I said, you can also build up your Soul for GG there. And 3 critical, just standard Steam Maiden Sadum for my 7 crit count. 3 Lucky Pot Draco Kid for more soul power, just the draw trigger of choice. And then for stands, I run 1 Vainglory Dream Gear Cat. There's a combo play with Hetero Hound, Hetero Round. If you Soul Blast, put a unit on your opponent's side of the field back into their deck, you can put this unit back to your deck and give your Vanguard +10, so just an additional power to help guard. And 1 Water. This card is at 1 on the list, so you can only play 1, otherwise it'd be incredibly broke. But like I said, still searchable off of Malem with this card. And then to wrap up, 4 heals, trying out the new Time Etching Maiden Uluru for the effect. When you use it for the cost of Time Maiden of Eternity Uluru, you can choose a card from your drop zone and put it on the bottom of your deck. And it's always good just to have a heal with an effect, in my opinion, than just running one that doesn't. So even though you're only going to get the effect off once, it's, a guarantee that you'll get that 1 put back, which will definitely help you from decking out. But yeah, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Once again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, Kira Qualia out.